Well, things are looking mighty bullish for the first time in a long time. Bitcoin is bouncing and altcoins are surging. So did Bitcoin actually hit its bottom and now it's time for the beginning stages of the next bull run? And if so, which altcoins are going to be the ones that climb the market cap rankings the fastest? We'll find out in about 10 minutes because it's time for Chico Crypto. So first we need to answer the question, has Bitcoin actually bottomed out and are we now entering the beginning stages of the next bull run, the stage where the most profits are made? Well, BTC hit its all-time high of over 69 grand November 10th of 2021. If the recent low of 15,742 hit November 21st of last year is the bottom, then that would mean it took 378 days to go from all-time high to cycle low. And pulling out a chart of the previous cycles, we can see that this timing fits with the other past cycles. The first cycle's top to bottom was 163 days. The second, 406 days. The third, it took 364 days, which means this cycle's 378 days to the bottom does make a whole lot of sense. Which means we have been in the beginning stages of the next bull run since November 21st, the stage where the big gains are made. Where are those big gains going to be made? Which altcoins and narratives are going to be the ones which rip this run? And I'm sure many of you are like, Chico is just going to do his same old thing, bring up his picks, Energy Web, Chainlink, GMX. Well, those are all solid picks, especially GMX with its current slide, but actually no, this video is all about something new. Now I'm sure everyone saw CoinGecko yesterday and the #1 trending coin with the biggest pump, Gala, with a massive run of over 160% over the past week. So is my pick Gala? No. But this movement by Gala is an indication that the top Web3 gaming projects are going to rip this coming bull. So Gala is good, but let me tell you, there is an even better Web3 play-to-earn game studio who isn't putting out basic games like the majority of games you can play with Gala, but AAA games that will bring in a swath of non-crypto gamers into Web3. So who is this project? It is Illuvium, who during these beginning stages is about to have the full launch of their first Web3 game that is going to change everything. The first game by Illuvium is actually an ecosystem of multiple games. First is Illuvium Overworld, which is in public beta right now. I've included the link to sign up for the beta down in the description. Overworld is an open world explorer where you are hunting down alluvials, the creatures that inhabit Overworld, to battle them and capture. When you find an encounter with an alluvial, to capture it, you need to fight it in the second component of the game, the battle arena, where you and your captured and trained alluvials strategically battle against the wild alluvial you spotted. So, how do you earn an Illuvium? Well, of course, the alluvials you capture are NFTs that live on the Ethereum blockchain, which means they can be traded and sold. Rare and powerful alluvials will be worth a chunk of change once the full launch takes place this year. But also with the full launch, there will be PvP battles in the arena where you can battle other players and their alluvials. And one of the coolest features of this is the ability to bet Ethereum on games, including spectators. The final way to earn is with the third component of their first game, Illuvium Zero, which is in private alpha right now. Illuvium Zero is a mobile and desktop companion game where you develop and manage a digital industrial complex. Purchasing land in Illuvium Zero entitles you to owning that land, which means you can sell the fuel extracted on the alluvial DEX. But you can also sell the blueprints for structures and elements extracted on the DEX as well. Fuel and elements play a critical role in the journey to catch and upgrade alluvials in Illuvium overworld, so fuel will be much needed by players of the game. It's a much needed resource. Besides Illuvium being the first AAA play-to-earn Web3 game, there is another reason I'm oh so bullish on Illuvium. Illuvium is founded by the brothers of Synthetics founder, Kane Warwick. Yes, Kieran and Aaron Warwick are the guys behind Illuvium, and I have a feeling Illuvium assets will eventually be integrated with Synthetics, one of the top DeFi projects out there. And I've actually interviewed founder Kieran about this. Let's listen in. So I've been kind of speculating. I try to stay ahead of the game in crypto. I'm always the one trying to find things that are there before they are news. So I've been on the record a few times in my content predicting there could be some future synergy between Illuvium and Synthetics, you know, some of the assets, NFTs in game, eventually bringing them onto the Synthetics platform, you know. Can you set the record straight today? Is that a possibility?
Look, it's definitely a possibility.
You could see from the smile on his face that it's more than a possibility, and an Illuvium and Synthetic partnership for Illuvium assets would be massive, and that is why Illuvium is one of my top picks. What else am I eyeing before the bulls take over? Well, with a bull run, money flows fast into the crypto ecosystem and markets, and the need for money by crypto-focused companies grows with each passing day. Many companies take out loans to fund their operations, which is usually through a centralized entity. But with DeFi, there are now platforms where crypto companies and institutions can get loans from the people who pool their money together to satisfy the loan for a generous return. And the top project doing this? That is Maple Finance. Although Maple got hit hard with the FTX contagion, as some of the borrowers on their platform defaulted on loans because of their exposure to FTX and Alameda. But many people thought Maple had massive loans with FTX and Alameda. Well, in November, founder of Maple, Sidney Powell, set the record straight. He tweeted, "Maple Finance had no loans to Alameda. M11 Credit and the other delegates did a fantastic job managing credit risk and closed these months ago. Alameda had borrowed through the platform from November of last year. Maple delegates pulled back credit risk appetite and closed the last of their loans in September." Because many people thought Maple was close to FTX with massive loans, the price is getting hit harder than it should. As we can see, before the FTX fallout in September of last year, Maple got all the way up to rank number 215 on CoinGecko with a price of $19.11. Looking at the price of Maple today, it's been crushed. They are now ranked number 510 with a price of just $3.58. Most people would see that and stay far away, but the product Maple has built is going to be big next bull run, and I see opportunity. As we can see from the Maple homepage, they have issued over $1.9 billion in loans on their platform. Now, the defaults that happened because of FTX equal just 36 million, or just 1.8% of total loan volume. And what people don't realize is Maple built for this next bull run. Last month, they announced V2 of their lending and borrowing platform. They tweeted, "Maple 2.0 is a fundamental overhaul of the smart contract architecture. The new contracts are modular and robust and will facilitate Maple bringing capital markets on-chain. The first version of the protocol enabled Maple to grow from 0 to 2 billion in loan originations. Maple 2.0 facilitates scaling into the tens of billions and beyond. If they do scale to the tens of billions, possibly hundreds of billions, Maple is going to rip. And like I mentioned, with the bull run on the horizon, it is very likely that they do. Maple is being unduly punished right now, and I have a feeling they are going to reclaim their former CoinGecko ranking of 215 and push even higher. Cheers, viewers. I'll see you next time.